पायोभिषायि शेषस्य यस्यां सकला स नित्य नन्दाख्य राम शरणं नमस्तु। मायादिव्यापी वैकुण्ठलोके पूर्णैश्वर्यश्री चतुर्व्यूह मध्ये रूपं यस्योद्भाति सङ्कर्षणाख्यां तं श्रीनित्यानन्द रामं प्रपद्ये। माया भर्ता जान्त संघाश्रयाङ्गः शेते साक्षात्कारणां बोधिमध्ये यस्याैकांशां श्रीपुमानादिदेवस्तं श्रीनित्यानन्द रामं प्रपद्ये। यस्यां शां श्रीनगर्भोदशायि यन्नाभियब्जं लोकसङ्घातनालं लोकषष्ठसुतिकधामधातुस्तं श्रीनित्यानन्द रामं प्रपद्ये। यस्यां शां परनात्मकिरणानां कोष्ठविष्णुर्भाति दुग्धाब्धिशायि शौनी भर्ता यत्कालासुप्यनन्तस्तं श्रीनित्यानन्द रामं प्रपद्ये। महाविष्णुर्जगत्कर्ता मायाया यशजत् अधः तस्यावतार एवायम् अद्वैताचार्य ईश्वरः। अद्वैतं हरिणाद्वैताद् आचार्यं भक्तिसंशनात् भक्तावतारम् ईशं तम् अद्वैताचार्यमाश्रये। पञ्चतत्त्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूपस्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यां नमामि भक्तशक्तिकं। जयतां सुरतोपङ्गोर्मम मन्दमतिर्गति मत्सर्वस्वपदाम्बोजौ श्रीराधा मदनमोहनौ दिव्यवृन्दारण्यकल्पद्रुमादः श्रीमद्रत्नागारसिंहासनस्थौ श्रीमद् राधाशीलगोविन्ददेवो प्रेषालिभिसेव्यमानौ स्मरामि। श्रीमान् रासरसारम्भी वंशीवटतटस्थितः कर्षन् वेणुस्वनिर्गोपीर्गोपीनाथ श्रीयस्तु नः। जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद जय अद्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंद। चैतन्य भागवत मंगलाचरण। आजानुलंबित भुजौ कनकावदातौ संकीर्तनैकपितरौ कमलायताक्षौ विश्वाम्भरौ द्विजवरौ युगधर्मपालौ वन्दे जगत्प्रियकरौ करुणावतारौ। नमस्ते कालसत्याय जगन्नाथ सुताय च सभृत्याय सपुत्राय सकलात्राय ते नमः। अवतीर्णौ सकारुण्यौ परिच्छिन्नौ षडीश्वरौ श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य नित्यानन्दौ द्वभ्रतरौ भजे। स जयति विशुद्ध विक्रम कनकाभकमलायताक्षनः वरजानुविलम्बि षड्भुज बहुधा भक्तिरसाभिनाटकः। जयति जयति देव कृष्ण चैतन्य चन्द्रो जयति जयति कीर्तिस्तस्य नित्या पवित्रा जयति जयति भृत्यास्तस्य विश्वेशमूर्तिर्जयति जयति नित्यं तस्य सर्वप्रियाणां। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। दंडवत प्रणाम टू ऑल वर्माचार्य नवा।
हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। So which verse we are? 498. Name, 1 minute. First let me open 498 verse. First let me put the message. Chapter 3, 498, Chaitanya Bhagavat, Antya. So prayers, but I think we stopped with that, 498. Yeah. So Devananda Pandit, he heard the Lord's words that because he served Vakreshwar Pandit, Vaishnava Seva, because of the Vaishnava Seva, he got the fortune of seeing Lord, of attaining even Lord's mercy. So now here, 498 verse onwards, what Devananda Pandit says, let us see that. जगत उद्धार लागी तुम्ही कृपामय नवद्वीप माझे आसी हैलादाय. You are most merciful. You have appeared in Navdeep to deliver the people of the entire universe. Muni papi daiva dosha tomana jagere. Tomara Paramananda Vanchita Haile. Muni Papi Daiva Doshe, because I am simple, I was unfortunate. And I could not recognize him. Tomara Paramanande Vanchita Haile. That is why I was deprived, Vanchita. I was deprived of the opportunity to relish transcendental happiness in your association. So here, Devananda Pandit confesses that because he had a sinful mentality, though he was reading Bhagavatam every day, but still he had sinful mentality. He was not recognizing Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And because he was sinful, he could not recognize. He was unfortunate, that is why he could not recognize. And that is why he lost the opportunity to relish transcendental happiness. Sarvabhuta Kripaluta Tomara Swabhava. You are by nature compassionate. That is your nature. Yei mago tomate haiko anurag. That is why I beg you that let me have attachment for you. Even having a rati for Krishna, even having asakti for Krishna, that is again Krishna's mercy. Not that everybody gets that attachment for Krishna. That rati, that attachment, that love for Krishna is actually Krishna's mercy. Eka nivedana Prabhu, tomara charane, ki kori upaya Prabhu, balaha apane. I just have one request, O Lord. You instruct me. I want to hear the instruction. So instruction given by spiritual master, instruction given by Lord, it has to be carried on the head. Like my Diksha Guru, he gave me two instructions. He told me, Narayani, never stop preaching and never stop chanting. Yes. So that I have to carry on my head. And till my last breath, I should do. In fact, in every lifetime, I should carry this instruction on my head. So that is why instructed by spiritual master is a blessing section. And instruction by my Shiksha Guru is always keep a low profile. That is why we don't have much show off. We always keep a low profile. And that is how we conduct. So they are all the instructions which I should carry. Whatever small services we are doing, we just do it. Just restricted to our group only. Muni Ashar Vagya, Muni Asar Vagya, Sarvagnera Granthalaya, भागवत पढ़ाना आपने आज्ञा है. Muni Asarvagya. Asarvagya means I am Asarvagya. Sarvagya means I know everything. Asarvagya means I don't know anything. That means I am an ignorant fool. But Sarvagyera Ganthalaya. Yet I teach Bhagavatam. भागवता पढ़ाना आपने आज्ञा है. Actually, I teach Bhagavatam for the most intelligent persons. And this book is actually meant for most intelligent persons. And I am teaching Bhagavatam, though I am ignorant. Sarvagya Vishnu Swami has accepted Srimad Bhagavatam as the commentary on Vedanta. Vedavyasa, after writing Vedanta Sutra, condensing the whole Vedas into sutras, he gave a natural commentary. So Sripad Vishnu Swami, who is Vallabhacharya himself, Sripad Vishnu Swami, what he did, he accepted Bhagavatam as the Amala Purana, and also it is a commentary on Vedanta. Devananda Pandit said, it is true that I am proud of teaching Bhagavatam, which is a book actually meant for intelligent persons. I have a pride. But I am ignorant and less intelligent. Please therefore instruct me, how should I recite Bhagavatam? So, reciting Bhagavatam has given me pride. Instead of making me humble, it has given me pride. What is why? I want to know how to read Bhagavatam. Not that just take a book and try to show that I know Bhagavatam. And Prabhupada has made it more simpler. Just take out, start your YouTube channel and see that you are shown everywhere and then read the Bhagavatam verses. But that is only going to make us proud, nothing else. So there are ways to read a Bhagavatam. I want to know how should I explain, how should I teach? You please instruct me. Kiba vakhanimu, padaimu, vake mane, iha more agya prabhu karah apan. So we have seen many Bhagavad Kathakars, especially if you're on the TV, Asta channel and all. You'll see many people who cry also in Bhagavatam. They will show that they are crying, they are in too much of bhava. But afterwards, if we see their inner motives, some of the people's inner motives, it is so horrible. And they are also reading Bhagavatam, right? But there are inner motives. So how to read Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu teaches. It's not for show off. It's not for showing to the public. Any of public is seeing. But that should not be motive. Now let us see. Shunitana Vakya, Gaurachandra Bhagavan, Kahite Lagila Bhagavater Praman. So on hearing Devanand's words, Lord Gaurachandra began to quote evidence from Srimad Bhagavatam. Shuna Vipra, Bhagavate Yeyi Vakhaniba, Bhakti Vina Are Kichu, Mukhena Aniba. O Brahmana, while teaching Bhagavatam, you should not explain anything other than devotional service. So what is the most important? Devotional service. How best I can serve Krishna. Not that while explaining Bhagavatam, impersonal aspect of Lord is spoken. Brahman aspect of Lord anyhow is there, but that is not the criteria. Bhagavatam is Bhakta Bhakti Bhagavatam. Bhakta Bhakti Bhagavan. Because Tadvag Visargo Janataga Viplavo Yasmin Pratishlokam Abhattavati Api Namani Anantasya Yashwankinani Shruvanti Gayanti Gurhanti Sadhava. This literature has come because of Narada instructing Vyasa, create a literature in which it gives a revolution to the hearts of people, in which not only every pada, every line, but every akshara, not only every word, every alphabet, it only gives drops of nectar of devotion. Every akshara. That is the purpose of Bhagavatam. Right? One should understand. One has to only serve Krishna. How to serve Krishna? By serving the Vaishnavas. The more we serve Vaishnavas, more understanding of Bhagavatam can appear. Adi Madhya Ante Bhagavate Yehi Kaya. Vishnu Bhakti Nitya Siddha Shaya Avyaya. In the beginning, in the middle, in the end. Devotional service to Krishna is described as perfectly and eternally perfect, inexhaustible, and infallible. So, in this way, one has to always study Bhagavatam. And how to study Bhagavatam? Understanding that Bhagavatam only emphasizes on devotional service to Krishna. There is no other motive to study Bhagavatam. The more we study Bhagavatam, the more we hear the glories of Krishna through the mouth of wonderful devotees. 96 prayers are there in Bhagavatam. The exalted devotees have glorified Krishna, and every glorification speaks on one's realization of devotional service to Krishna. That is the most important. Anante Brahmande Save Satya Vishnu Bhakti Mahapralaya O Ayara Hake Purna Shakti. So devotional service to Vishnu is the only truth throughout the innumerable universes. It remains fully potent even during the universal devastation. See, universal devastation. What remains with us is the bhakti. What we are going to carry with us is only bhakti. Nothing else we are going to carry with us. No relatives are going to come with us. No endeavor in material world is going to come with us. Everything is going to be devastated. What we see, small destruction now, war is going to start. That is all news going on. That is all small devastation. When it happens to universal devastation, what goes with us is only devotional service to Lord. Lord and Vaishnavas, whenever we tell devotional service to Lord, always emphasize. Anjali Mataji, mute your phone. Gautam, mute the phone. Anjali Mataji. I know you are in radio station. There is so much of sound. Today is Mataji Seva in Thane. Your phone is muted. Ah. So what is carried with us? What is carried with us? The devotional service. And devotional service begins with humility. The more humble we are, the more we can serve Lord. See Srimad Bhagavatam here, 2.9 part 4 to 18, 3.25.38. You can read at home. Second chapter, 9th, second canto, 9th chapter 4 to 18. In the Rig Veda 1.22.20, it is said, Om Tat Vishnu Paramam Padam Sada Pashyanti Suraya. Those are spiritually advanced. Simply look at the lotus feet of Lord. For them, what is more important? Just look at the lotus feet of Lord. Chant the holy name. Chanting the holy name, serving Krishna, that is the only aloka we should have. Yesterday, Daitya Brahmati Kim Karomyaham, before that, Hridayam Tvad Aloka Kataram. When am I going to look at you? That is at the stage of Prema Avastha. Direct communion with Lord. Direct meeting with Lord. But what about sadhakas like us? Look at the lotus feet of Lord. Look at Hare Krishna Mahamantra and chant the holy name. That is most important. Moksha diya bhakti gopya kare Narayana. Hena bhakti na jane. In Krishnera Kripa Vine, Narayana awards mukti, but hides devotional service. It is not that devotional service, the result of devotional service is mukti. It is a wrong understanding. The result of devotional service is not mukti, but in fact, Panchama Purushartha is bhakti. Krishna gives mukti to those who want liberation, but he hides devotional service. Devotional service is actually property of Krishna. The more one does all the menial services, yesterday, I think in my gratitude message, I wrote this. The more we serve Krishna, when you come to temple, it's not that just we eat and then we go. We should not do that. We should see that the hall is clean. Generally, we think we have a servant. That servant is going to do. No, we are also servant. We are also servant. Not that we just eat, wash our plate, and then just sit. No. Who is going to wipe the place? Who is going to do all the cleaning activity? Just because somebody is paid, one should not expect. In fact, one should be a helper of them, helper of the servants also. Dasanudasa bhava should be there, not boss on boss. We are not boss there, we are das. If this boss of pravrutti is there, we will not be able to do anything. When Vaishnavas are sitting, we should immediately serve. Vaishnavas have eaten, chalo, wipe the place. So Vaishnavas also are responsible. Everyone is responsible. But everybody will not take the responsibility because devotional service is again hidden by Krishna. What to do? There will be people who will come, who will eat, and who will go. But there will be some who takes the responsibility. They will take the responsibility because devotional service is not so easy. We see many new devotees. They take up so much of interest in doing all these menial tasks. That is anugraha which has been given by Lord. So one should hanker for that anugraha. So when they sit to eat, we should serve. When everything is over, everybody should involve in the cleaning seva. These are all small activities like folding the chadar, cleaning seva. Devotional service means it is only not that I Guru comes, I'll pay obeisance, I'll put some flowers on his lotus feet, I'll give some water to him. Devotional service means even feeding the lowest of the lowest and seeing that everybody has eaten properly. That is what one should cultivate, and that is hidden by Krishna. That is not so freely given to everyone. And one gets that bhagya, one should not think, oh, I only have to do or what, all the service. No, that is bhagya. That is bhagya Krishna has given. I still remember we were only 2 or 3 people when first satsang program in Thane started in the area of Vartak. We were only 2 or 3 bus. And that time someone said, hey, what is this? Always we only used to do. I think we are chosen. Take it. Accept that we are chosen. And that time we used to cook, we used to clean, we used to wash everything. Prabhupada also did all these things. When acharyas like Prabhupada can do cooking, cleaning, washing, an insignificant jiva like me cannot do. So we should always perform devotional service. One cannot attain devotional service without Krishna mercy. That is why we should beg to Krishna. Please give me soft heart, not the heart of being a boss. We are not boss. We are not boss. Even when we are teaching someone, we are not boss. Teaching is actually learning. We are learning ourselves how to be humble. The more humble we are, the more we can progress. The more humble we are, the more anugraha we can get. In answer to Devanand's question, Sriman Mahaprabhu said, devotional service is the substance, sum and substance of Srimad Bhagavatam. So, what is the purpose of studying Srimad Bhagavatam or teaching Srimad Bhagavatam, whatever it is? What is the purpose? Purpose is doing all the menial service. That devotional service is eternally perfect. And that is carried, that is eternal service which is carried, devoid of deterioration. Devoid of deterioration. Yesterday in Blessings, Ramanujan Prabhu, as His Holiness Bhakti Padma Maharaj said, that this will be Akshaya. I was just having tears. Yes, it will be Akshaya. The more we serve because of the Anugraha of our Acharyas, yes, it will become Akshaya. Akshaya means these services will not deteriorate. All the devotees who are in this moment, their services will not deteriorate. Whatever we are doing is Akshaya. Shaya, no Shaya. It will be Akshaya. Whatever devotional service, as per whatever capacity we are doing, and is not lost even during the universal devastation. It will never be lost. We just have to serve. By awarding material enjoyment and liberation, the Lord keeps devotional service hidden from the living entities. What is mukti? Thinking that I should do whatever I want. That is mukti bhav. Mukti bhav means I don't want any instruction. I just want to do whatever I want. I will do according to my will. That is mukti bhav. What is bhakti bhava? Whatever has been told to me, I will carry it on my head and I will do it till my last will and in every lifetime. Without mercy of the Supreme Lord, there is no possibility of attaining devotional service. Even cleaning in the kitchen, washing, cleaning the bathrooms. Many of them go to the public toilet. Hardly I have seen someone washing the public toilet. Well, that somebody thinks, oh, it is not my job. It is a housekeeping person's job. I still remember when we used to go to Miraru temple. I used to go 9 o'clock in the morning because Nikhil was in the BHU, Varanasi. My Prabhuji used to go early morning itself. So when we used to go, it was a very small temple it was. No housekeeping department, no, nobody was there. No, only one cook was there. So 2, 3 of us we used to do all the services. I used to do clean, I used to cook with him. And the last wash public toilet and come. There was only one toilet. There's no public one toilet. Everybody used to go. I still remember we used to wash, clean the bathrooms, clean everything, and then again take bath over there only. Make for all the prasadam for the preaching programs happening in Kovai, sometimes in Chembur, sometimes in Bandra, and go along with Kamal Chikot. We will keep class. My work is to sing. My work is to do the Gaur Aarti, is to do prasad, talk to people. So that is how it started. 2006, 2007 onwards. So it is not that you sit and learn and by heart and then afterwards memorize. Tasyete katitayartam prakashanate mahatri. It is Krishna who gives the knowledge. Sevon mukhahi jivado swayameva spurtiyata. It is Krishna who gives the knowledge. Just we should always think how best I can keep my home, my real home, that is my temple. How nice I can keep. If I see somewhere dust, okay, I will only take the kapra and I will only wash it. I will only wipe that place. I can get it done. I can do. In this way, I should do it. Somehow we should see it is home of Krishna. It is home of everyone. भागवत शास्त्रे ये भक्तिर तत्व कहे तेनी भागवत समकोन शास्त्र because Srimad Bhagavatam glorifies devotional service. There is no literal literature equal to it. Bhagavatam is the essence of all the Vedas. Vedas speak about mukti, four purushartha, dharma, artha, kama, moksha. But what Bhagavatam speaks? Bhagavatam speaks only about bhakti. Srimad Bhagavatam describes the glories of Srimad devotional service. There is no literature in the entire world equal to Bhagavatam. That is why Bhagavatam should not be misutilized. It is not that Bhagavatam, I'll give Bhagavatam, I become a big Bhagavat Kathakar, I have so many people to hear. Even though we may have that, but to attain Krishna Prem, the heart should be devoid of pride because a Kathakar develops a pride. If he does not involve in menial activities, it will develop pride in him. Oh, I am a leader. Oh, I am a Kathakar. So that is why these menial services, like making the devotees sit, feed them, wipe the place, wipe the utensils, everything, these all menial services will melt our heart. Yena rupa matsya kurma, adi avatara, avirbhava, tirobhava, yena tasabhara. यही मत भागवतकारो कृत्य नय आविर्भाव तिरोभाव आपनेयाय. So as the various incarnations of the Lord headed by Matsya Kurma appear and disappear, the Bhagavatam, which is not composed by man, also appears and disappears by its own sweet will. Even Bhagavatam also appears, disappears. That means, what is the meaning? You say, oh, Bhagavatam is there, eternally there. Yes, it is there eternally. Bhagavatam is eternally there on its own accord. Bhagavatam is a person first. That's what we say, Nashta Prayesha Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Seva. Bhagavatam is a person. So Bhagavatam appears to one who is humble. Bhagavatam disappears from the heart of those who have developed pride. So Bhagavatam appears, Bhagavatam disappears. Bhagavatam is a person. Nashta Prayesha Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki. To have Nishtha towards Krishna. Nishtha means complete faith in Lord. One should have complete faith in the words of Lord. And Bhagavatam is Lord himself. There is no difference between Lord and Bhagavatam. Puranarko adhunoditaha. Krishna sadhamopagate dharma jnana adivih saha. Kalau nashta drishamesham puranarko adhunoditaha. To remove the effects of Kali, Lord himself appears as Srimad Bhagavatam. So Srimad Bhagavatam appears and disappears also. If a person is having the pride, like Devanand Pandit had the pride that he is a big Kathakar, he is reading Bhagavatam, immediately Lord disappears. That is why the heart becomes dry. Even after giving such a wonderful class on Bhagavatam, still that anugraha is not felt. Why the heart becomes devoid of the bliss which has to be attained. by studying Bhagavatam, by teaching Bhagavatam, by speaking Bhagavatam, by hearing Bhagavatam. See Bhagavatam here, 11th canto, 14th chapter, 3rd verse, 1.3.43. So all these verses, please read at home. In the Brihad Aranyaka Upanishad, it is stated 2.4.10. Aresya mahato bhutasya nishvasitam etad yad ऋग्वेदो यजुर्वेदः सामवेदो अथर्वाङ्गिरव गिरस इतिहासः पुराणं विद्या उपनिषदः श्लोकः सूत्राण्यानुव्याख्यानानि यस्यति यस्यै वैतानि सर्वाणि निश्वसितानि. The Rig Veda, Yajur Veda, Sama Veda, Atharva Veda, Itihas is the histories. Itihasa means histories. Puranas, Upanishad, Shloka, mantras chanted by the Brahmanas, sutras, or accumulation of Vedic statements as well as Vidya, transcendental knowledge, and the explanation of the sutras and mantras are all emanation from the breathing of the great personality of God. Everything emanates from the breath of Lord. And how Bhagavatam emanates? Bhakti Yoge Bhagavata Vyasera Jivai. It emanates from the tongue of Vyasa. How? Smriti se Haila Matra Krishnera Kripa. Because of the mercy of Krishna and devotion of Vyasadeva, Bhagavatam manifested from the tongue of Vyasa. Vyasaya Vishnurupaya Vyasadupaya Vishnave Namo Vai Brahmanide Vasishtaya Namo Namo. This is how one prays to Vyasa. It is Vyasa who gives anugraha even to speak Bhagavatam. Because Vyasa's devotional service to Krishna is exemplary. And that is why Lord gave his anugraha to Vyasa, who is none other than his literary incarnation of Shakti Avesh Avatar, Sahitya Shakti Avesh Avatar. Bhagavatam is an eternal literature. Even when it is lost in the course of time, by the Lord's mercy, it again appears on the tongue and from the writing of Shri Vyasa. This literature is incomprehensible to those mortal beings who are punished by Yamaraj. Those who have pride, they are punished by Yamaraj, and Bhagavatam is incomprehensible for them. They cannot even understand the glories of Bhagavatam. That is why there are people who use Bhagavatam for their livelihood, for their name and fame. They misuse Bhagavatam. So here we'll stop. Further verses tomorrow will be. पांचकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिंधुभ्येव च पतितनं पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. Vaishnavinda ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Jumur put a message why today less people have joined. Just put a message because these verses are very, very important verses. Okay. And now we are going to start from 13th May. There is children kids camp. So requesting devotees, those who have children in the age group between 6 to 13, put your children. They will this time study Chaitanya Bhagavat. I request to Jumur along with Jai Shri, just remove nice, wonderful stories from from Chaitanya Bhagavat to teach children so that they will also learn the glories of Mahaprabhu. And you can spread the word of mouth to whoever you see. That is how have compassion even to the children. Because if children take up devotion service, their parents have to take up devotion service. Requesting each and everyone who have joined today, spread this message to everyone. I'm making poster also. So both the messages to whoever you know in your building group, wherever. Don't say our children will not join. Don't give a flat statement. Our work is to give, their work is to take. Okay, everyone. Kamala Mataji from that side. Kusum Mataji. Kusum Mataji is far. Manali in your buildings, it is very close to temple. Satyabhama Mataji, if you know, must be knowing it in your group, Hyde group and all. Shilpa Mataji from your society, Shweta Mataji, Vaishnav Gaur Prabhu, everybody, please spread this message. Let the children also be benefited. Hare Krishna. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha कृपा सिंधुभ्यः च पतितानं पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. वैष्णव वृंद की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की
तो. Hey, cow.